That's actually one of the reasons why I played the most Forest Craft, because there was the least amount of years with that deck.
I wield my blade with pride.
I'm gonna mulligan looking for a 2 here against other Swordcraft deck. I think I keep him. I could be right to full send them back, but he's a pretty good 3.
Stick to your path, no matter the hardships.
Most who take the brave fool.
Gonna have to get through her extra thing at some point. Might as well be now.
Honor has no place on the battlefield.
Did I just do this now? I kind of want to save this in case they play a bigger thing, I think. This means they can hit me for 3 this turn, though.
The only trophy I need is your heart.
Oath is fulfilled.
Not all is lost. The only trophy I need is your heart. Not my first rejection.
Help is here.
To the shores of victory. Not my first rejection.
We fear the dark because it let me aid you.
That sounds lovely. I think I'm gonna go ahead and kill their thing that gives rush here.
Understand step
Take away a little bit of their control over how the board plays out. Do you enjoy Abyss Control Midrange? I think it's got a lot of neat cards in it, but it's not very powerful. The new Legendary they spoiled today should hopefully do wonders for the Abyss deck.
Pathetic's the antidote
Oaths
to
are
hold still.
forged in steel. My oath is fulfilled.
That is an aggressive Evo, holy.
My oath is fulfilled.
Who let the dogs out, gamers? I think it's just this, and then start pushing damage upstairs.
Into the light.
My oath is fulfilled.
I lacked foresight. Soldiers, lend me your courage.
I'm just playing a 5/5.
To the victor goes the spoil.
Fly forth into an endless sky. Stick to your path, no matter the hardship. Stones. Even fate shall fall to this blade.
Just wasn't enough.
I must stay strong.
So if I let anything live this turn, I die to Owlbear. Because Owlbear does 12. I think it's just Amalia, Berta, Super Evo.
Pierce through the heart of darkness. Find my blade.
Forged in steel.
Stones. I am no more.
Because this clears here.
This is
Then we go hit, hit, And then I can eat the 1/1.
Not all is lost.
We're not dead to Owlbear. He only puts us to 1, but we are dead to Owlbear into a follow-up dork.
To the shores of victory.
Oh wow.
Oath is fulfilled.
Oh wait, they still can't kill Amalia, right? Which means they're dead to Owlbear. Oh no, they kill her exactly because these stupid things have rush. Oh, that's so tilting.
Is this to be my legacy?
I'm so sad. Gorks, thank you for the brand new Prime. There's a ton of great people you can send that to every month. Thanks for sending it this way this month and keeping me around. Direct support like that's a big part of why this is able to be my job.
Pierce through the heart of darkness by my blade.
Forged in steel. Over my dead body. Oath is fulfilled.
I was overconfident.
I don't need to use the Evo here, right?
My dead body.
Let's do that.
Pierce through the heart of darkness by my blade.
Forged in steel. My oath is fulfilled. My oath is fulfilled. My oath is fulfilled.
Is this to be my legacy?
So this costs 3. And this costs 2, and this costs 5. So I can play all 3 of these. Yeah, math.
Soldiers, lend me your courage.
Quick maps. Ooh, and this one means I don't have to burn an evolution, which is nice.
Most who take the high road are brave fool.
Is this to be my legacy? Fear the dark.
Yeah, with my initial line, I would have had to give up a Luminous Magus Dorko, but... Cruel Tech, thank you for the brand new Prime as well. So we're taking a couple of buckaroos from Jeffrey Bezos and sending them my way. Good morning, good morning. Yes, the new set is going to be introducing the draft format.
We fear the dark because it let me aid
Forged
you.
in steel.
The Lord Commander dons her mask. Pluie de paix. Reason.
They're dead to Alberia.
My oath is fulfilled.
Draft format is August. No is the answer to your question. They announced this morning that it was coming with the next expansion.
My oath is fulfilled.
Pluie de paix.
The hour of reckoning. Keep up.
Victory.
The game was really close right up until it wasn't.
You bring
Which honestly feels like the description of a lot of Shadowverse games. There was a lot of back and forth, and then we were done. Sometimes you like attrition each other out. But that one, it felt like we were both jockeying for the Owlbear position the entire time.
with rain comes death.
Can we not? I wasn't built for combat.
Against Abyss. I'm going second. I don't think you're like ever keeping these the opening. I'm going to mulligan for curve considerations. Hard to know exactly how controlling or not the opponent's build is.
Brave fool.
Some of the Abyss builds are super low to the ground, and some of them are bigger with Cerberus and Medusa.
All my specimens equally
think I want to play her next turn. It could also be Phil Dow. Let's see. This would imply they're playing a bigger build, right? The ward unit. I kind of like this turn, yeah? We evolve this, which gives me some friends. It makes them bigger. And then we kill their ward, and then we hit their face. And then next turn I can extra play point out the Hounds of War to clean up the board. Okay. Oh my god. Oh, this lets them clean my board with the Evo. Yeah, that's fair. I think we're still just letting the dogs out here because if we don't use this play point, we lose it. It leaves me ahead on board a little bit. While answering theirs. And then with our other play point here, we technically have Gino, Amalia as a curve. Gives us a lot of answers while applying a solid amount of pressure. Gino, really solid mid-range threat. Has rush, gets to attack twice, and when it strikes, it makes a barrier and summons a knight. Wow, that's a whole lot of nothing about it. All right, I guess we'll play the Magus then. Have some ward friends.
Turn to stone or swallowed whole.
My oath is fulfilled. Oath is fulfilled. Oath is fulfilled.
Got me. I think I might just do this because I have the samurai to kill this one.
Most who take the high road, brave fool.
This fight didn't count.
I kind of like evolving to push damage here. What do we think? The Gino units have ward with what's your name on the board? Yeah, I'm aware.
Chains to ash and boredom to dust. Let's toast 'em. We can flame 'em good.
So this forces them to use their Cerberus to heal.
To a crisp. I'll rip you to pieces.
Oh, they have bats, which disrupt their Cerberus. Nice deck building. Our opponent was dead to Albert here. Unfortunate that we don't have him. Gosh, is it crazy to just Amalia digging for Albert? Is that nuts? I guess I could also, or sorry, Amelia. I guess I could also Amalia and then super evolve to kill this and then pressure their face. I don't hate that either. I'm gonna do that actually.
Through the heart of darkness, find my way.
Forged in steel.
Pluie de paix. I am no more.
So obviously I missed getting one of these here. Could be, I could see it be right to play Amelia to dig for what's this nuts though too here. Just like no second Cerberus means they're in trouble in a big way. They're gonna need to burn an evolution on this Olivia, and then their follow-up Cerberuses are a lot less scary without a super Evo threatening.
Then raring to go.
My end will never come.
Even fate shall fall to this blade.
My oath is fulfilled. My oath is fulfilled.
Are we done here, or do you have a way to destroy my 9/9?
No. Why?
Okay.
You reap what you sow.
There might be something to this Swordcraft deck, gamers.
With rain comes death.
We have much to discuss.
Oh, never keeping my 7s. I'm gonna keep the Lance Trooper every time. Like, I want a mulligan looking for our 4 that like evolves to make some friends. Is this a 2 into a 2? Feels like a 2 into a 2 angle.
To the shores of victory.
Follow me!
For you, dear, I would give anything. Not all is lost.
Oh, you know, am I supposed to... Maybe I'm supposed to Samurai instead. That's fine, these trade, right?
Change doesn't scare me anymore.
I say, and I think if they don't trade there, that's good for me.
To the shores of victory.
I don't think I want to attack my 1/1 into their 2/3. You play out your grand pre-games today, so I don't really need more packs from the current expansion, so I don't think I'm going to buy extra grand pre-entry since I already qualified for Group A. Because the tickets that you get, you can save and use them in Group B. Or use them in the Stage 2, so I'm not going to burn them in Stage 1, I don't think.
Stop right there.
I think I'm evolving this to clean their board. It's like murder you.
Trophy I need is your
I
heart.
have no regrets.
Evolve here, eat this.
Repent.
If they have a Doom Right, it feels like we're in trouble.
I stronger.
Yeah. Yep.
The curious artificer.
I don't know how we come back from here.
Trajectory calculated. Possibility.
So the Omega artifact here does 3 to all my stuff at the end of their turn.
First rejection.
I kind of want to just trade the dog for the Gamma artifact. And then next turn we can go play point Olivia Samurai. I'm gonna play this because if they want to attack it for 4 instead of hitting my face, I think that's a win for me. That's close though, because Olivia heals me back up. So it might be right to just leave this in hand for later.
Soon, these strings will be around your neck. It just wasn't.
This works out fine. I'm gonna be down in evolution, but we get to catch back up on board.
Fly forth into an endless sky.
And it's super important from here that
Most who take the high road.
it's super important from here that I save my second Evo for Owlbear. Because having the second Super Evo means the Owlbear threatens 12 points of damage. I guess regular evolution threatens 10 points of damage, so maybe if we have a good excuse to use Super Evo we can, but it's a two difference in the breakpoint we need to achieve if we give up the Super Evo. Owlbear, once you have 9, he can attack twice and deals 3 to all enemy followers when he comes in, and he has Storm, so if you have this queued up, he gets up to 6 points and then hits them in the face twice for 6.
Be so sure in your convictions. This might hurt. Ambition, desire, nothing but the end.
Gino was probably the best draw in my deck. Let's me answer this. Gino and Amalia both letting you answer Super Evos without needing to spend an Evo yourself is so huge. I just need to, like, keep my head above water so I could go Owlbear into Owlbear on 9 and 10. That's the game plan here with both of them in hand. So we're looking to draw another Gino or an Amalia next turn so we can clear whatever they do, and then the following turn is Owlbear into Owlbear. This is the Orcus turn, but they haven't slammed her yet, so maybe we're fine. Serious, thanks for hanging out and supporting for almost 3 years. I appreciate that. Ancient Cannon is great for us. So this lets them damage our stuff every time they fuse something, but it means they're not putting a threat on the board this turn, which means I'm more likely to be able to make it to Owlbear.
Just loving someone won't keep them safe.
Opponent accidentally burned a gear there. That's real good for us.
Not all is lost.
I was overconfident.
Gino and Amalia were the best draws in our deck.
To the shores of victory.
Am I stronger?
There's a bullet for our Valentine.
Not all is lost. The curious artificer dons their mask.
So the problem with Fighter Zerk Evolve is they have this. Excuse me. They have this in play. I forgot to mute there. I think I'm just dead to the Guardian is the problem. I think I'm just dead to the Guardian.
Needs leadership. Lead the way. Reason.
To the shores of victory.
Impressive.
If a single one of these hits this, then this dies to
I lost my strength
the Ultron.
and gained
And now I don't have.
Let down your guard.
Just wasn't.
Trajectory.
Now I don't have 2 evolves for my Owlbears.
Let down your guard.
I don't know. I kind of felt like we didn't have any lines to victory here. People who have played this more, does this deck have a bad matchup into this? On the Portalcraft side, I felt like I'm usually favored. I've never beaten artifacts this sort. That makes me feel a little less bad. Not only do they have consistent removal, but they have plenty of ways to heal up here too, right? So we know they have the big mech. I can owlbear and hit their board here, but they get to deal. I literally can't heal, right? So their big mech here just kills us. Sword is good versus puppets and bad versus gears. Really? You think it's good versus puppets? I guess I could have been skill diffing my opponents. But I always felt pretty solid on the puppet side of the puppets versus sword matchup. By the way, gamers, if you're looking for another person, some folks were mentioned they like seeing me play sword because they hadn't seen me before. MST there in chat. I was lurking in their stream last night, and they were playing some sword. You're looking for another English Shadowverse creator. Throw the deck list up on the screen here for a second. I'm gonna tap an ad roll, and we'll be back in a couple of minutes with some more of this. Thanks everybody for hanging out. Don't go anywhere. I can see the puppets matchup being less bad than the artifacts matchup, but I'm skeptical that it's actively good. Like I said, I've only played the puppet side. And I could be convinced to believe that I was outplaying sword opponents. You have a link to spoiler stuff? We do. Make sure you tap that bell for the YouTube channel so you don't miss any of the uploads covering the Shadowverse content. Do you think they should make some buffs or nerfs alongside this new set? Probably not. Usually, especially with the first couple of the first expansion coming so quickly after the launch, I would assume they tested these first 2 sets very, very heavily together. Something that's super true is it's much easier to balance your game when there's fewer cards in it. So I wouldn't be surprised if we don't get our first balance pass into set 2 or set 3 somewhere. Nice base stun, bro. Nice resub, bro. Thank you for the 69 months of support. Nice. So, if you're not super familiar with YouTube, something you should be aware of, someone asked, why didn't they see the spoiler video go up on the channel, is just because you subscribe to a channel on YouTube, we're going to keep these against Abysscraft, early play and then semi-early play that also helps us stabilize the board. Just because you subscribe to a channel doesn't mean you're going to see all of the videos. So there's a notification bell you can ring that'll notify you of everything, but otherwise you need to manually check your subscription feed. Because a kind of like super simplified version of how the YouTube algorithm works is that when a creator uploads a video, it sends a notification to a small number of the subscribers on that channel, and then based on the click-through rate of that initial sample, it expands it further. And then based on the click-through rate of that second group, it might expand it further again. And basically, it just keeps sending it out slowly to more subscribers based on click-through rate until the click-through rate falls under a certain ratio. That was an awkward draw. We really wanted a 2 or a 3 here.
A job's a job.
This is a really mediocre start for us.
Stand in my way and I'll cut you down.
I only reap on the clock.
I yield.
I feel like them spending their entire turn to trade with my board is like a best case scenario for us.
The new volume is so thick.
Them using their evolution aggressively is smart though. I think it's this,
Fear the dark because it
and then I use my Evo back here to kill their 4-3.
repent. Understanding is step into the light. Clocking out.
That's really convoluted for how YouTube works. YouTube's algorithm is a careful culmination of what they think makes you stay on their platform the longest. Because they know when they just show people videos from creators they're subscribed to, they spend less time watching YouTube. Everything about all forms of social media are about capitalizing the amount of time you are spending on their platforms. Man, are we cooked? It feels like we're cooked. I don't know how I ever win the game from here. I can dogs and evolve one of the dogs and trade for everything except one of the 1/1s here. But then I'm taking at least 4 next turn. I gotta admit, after playing Swordcraft today, I'm kind of whelmed by it.
I leave the rest to you.
On to the next hunt.
It's fine. But I think my takeaway after playing this deck is it feels like it's probably a cut below. My initial tier list, I had it in the same tier as Portalcraft, but I think it's probably a rung below that playing games today. Yeah, opponents played this game really well. They super understand their role. I just have no ability to stabilize here. Nothing in my hand does it, so I guess I'll draw 2. Have you played Haven? I have played a bunch of Haven, because I like both being control decks, and Haven is very, very bad. I rated Haven the worst of the classes in our starting set, and I am very confident that is accurate. I played almost exclusively Sword. I agree with that assessment. Yeah, I think, like, if you really like the deck, it definitely feels like you could win plenty of games with it. We've won plenty of games today. I just don't feel like I'm doing something that's like super duper over the top powerful.
With rain comes death.
Can we not? I wasn't built for combat.
We're going second this time, which is really good for us. I think that makes this Luminous Magus good. I really think I want a second too, and I want to keep the... There's Zirconian, I think. We're definitely mulliganing the 7.
Rough and raring to go.
Most who take the brave fool.
I treat all my specimens equally.
I think it's just Iron Crown Majesty here. Because killing this doesn't accomplish a lot. When it dies, it leaves behind 2 skeletons. Actually, more points of damage for them.
I only reap on the clock.
Not all is lost.
My oath is fulfilled.
And then I think I just do this and evolve it to put pressure out.
Her mask. Repent. Reason.
To the shores of victory.
And then next turn, I can play point into let the dogs out.
Now I'm annoyed.
Saved a place for you at my
Not all is lost.
I do appreciate Hounds of War letting you make the millennial callback of asking who let the dogs out. I can appreciate the card from that perspective. Takes me back to my childhood. Who?
Rough and raring to go. Ding dong, ding.
You are beneath me.
You just barked up the wrong tree.
So I think this is Gito into Gito angle. I could also Luminous plus Philandu this turn to get a bunch of ward stuff into play. I think I prefer Gito because I think I'd rather have Luminous. I think I'd rather have Luminous on a turn where...
The shores of victory.
On a turn where they're gonna Cerberus me.
deity, beast. Oh, I was so confident.
Ding dong.
I don't understand your question, Lemon. Are you looking for the Shadowverse YouTube channel? Is that the question?
On to the next hunt.
One of those links there. If they have running Cerberus, we could be in trouble. Although Amalia buys us some time.
Ash and boredom to dust. Let's toast 'em. We can flame
Not
up
all
good.
is lost.
My end will never come.
I'll char everything to a crispy wok. I'll rough you up.
I was so
Not
confident.
all is lost. Pierce through the heart of darkness.
Oaths
By
are
my blade.
forged in steel.
Dance.
So this kills...
No more.
This kills this.
That was a blast.
Do I die to second Cerberus if I trade off here? Is it correct to trade? They could just take the trades anyways, right? So I should force it. I don't actually know the math on... I think I died a second Cerberus here.
Turn to stone.
Deuce is really good for us. It's not Cerberus.
Most who take the high road, brave fool.
This fight didn't count. We fear the dark because it let me aid you.
Steel.
I think it's just this. Like, I want to save Build-Out here.
Chains to ash and boredom to dust. Let's toast 'em. We can
Now I'm
flame 'em
annoyed.
See you they get back here.
down. Char everything to a crisp. I'll wrap you up.
Oh, and they RNG'd into the win, yeah.
My oath is fulfilled. My oath is fulfilled.
They have exactly lethal because they rolled two of the other one. You know, so I put this build together after looking at a bunch of lists of sword decks people have been posting on social media saying they were having success with them. That's about the most. That's about the most data-driven way you could have it. My takeaway from a lot of these games, people are identifying the wrong thing. My big takeaway from those games is that I think this deck list or archetype needs a way to gain points of life more consistently. So I think the one Dorko, I think it's a 3-drop that like gains you a life every time an officer hits the board. I feel like after all those games I just played, I would consider that a card that I absolutely want to be playing in some amount. I want to make it very clear that I don't have strong opinions on all of the details around this archetype, because I think you need a lot more games that I have in order to make strong people like, don't you like this card or don't you like that card? My only big takeaway from playing these games is that if I had had 1 to 3 more points of defense, I would have been in a majority of these games that I just got run out of. And the cleanest way to solve that specific, when I am working on and tweaking and tuning a deck list, I want to identify problems that I have and then work towards making changes that solve those specific problems. And a problem that it felt like I had very consistently in a number of my games is I was not able to get my life total above key breakpoints to let me survive additional turns. And I would want to make sure I was playing cards that gain me life so I could get around those key breakpoints. So just to highlight, so we know exactly what the card's name is. I'm sure someone in chat just said it. Yeah, this one, Lyra. So she makes a 2/2 when she comes into play, and then whenever an allied officer enters into play, you gain an extra defense. I think this is great.